All right, y'all. I have a few things I want to talk about today. Try not to be too lengthy because that's just how I am. Before I get started, I have to do my singing bowl because that's how we start off the show. So, tonight I want to talk about parasites tonight. How I got on this topic is actually last night I did a video called Night Talk. And I had I was talking with my fiance. Hi, how you doing, Harris? I was talking with my fiance last night, and I was sipping on my wine, and I had a little rum last night and everything. And I came to, after I slept or whatever, we woke up, and my fiance sends me this video on YouTube that talks about what's really behind the alcohol, or what's targeting that, or why a person would want that and stuff like that. Thank you. So it all boiled down to parasites. Now we see these movies and it's talking about aliens, the predators. They always show these different things of stuff trying to take over the body, like these alien features or things that's trying to go through your mouth, and it's trying to it makes you do things that you wouldn't normally do, right? So then I started, my mind starts going, because I am one of the ones that I self-teach myself a lot of things. So, and I hear a lot of things, hearing things as far as the spirit realm. I can hear certain ancestors talking to me, saying things that need to be said. I had Oshun, Oya came to me, been talking to me all day, saying things that I need to say and get out to the rest of the population or whoever I can reach, right? So with these parasites, I have my little music in the background too, y'all, meditation music, calm the mind. So with these parasites, the way these parasites work is, first of all, I put a little video on my page to go even more in depth of the video that my fiance showed me. I'm giving it to y'all, so y'all can take a look at it. But these parasites, it talks about in the Garden of Eden, the snake. However, they put these things in riddles. Hi, Christina. They put these things in riddles to where it kind of confuses the mind. But as I was saying earlier to someone that I met on Facebook, that we have to simplify what's actually being said. In the Garden of Eden, it talks about the snake who supposedly, is supposed to be Satan, making them do things that, they wouldn't be doing. However, that's code or symbolism for these parasites. You get parasites from things that you eat. Everybody has parasites in them. Roundworms, tapeworms, all these little different worms is what the snake is supposed to represent. So by all of us having this in us, this is why fasting is so important. To fast your body, to cleanse and get these demons or these parasites out of the body. People ask me why do I want to be a vegetarian? And eventually I'm getting to that point where, it's going to be straight raw foods. Me and my fiance will talk about that, how we have to go back to these raw foods. These parasites do not like raw foods, okay? They do thrive on junk food. They thrive on alcohol. They thrive on tobacco. They thrive on your negatives, your lower chakras. They thrive on all of that. They thrive on that depression feeling, things like that. That it makes them comfortable. In order to push it out your body, you have to make them uncomfortable. In order to make them uncomfortable, like I said, you have to fast. Fasting, a good fast is like a 72-hour fast, where you are pretty much only taking in fluids. It's going to piss the parasites out. Piss them off, and push them out. So, yeah, that is what is the key to all of this. And they put these things, I always say they put symbolism in all of these movies. They're talking about how, how the aliens and all these other things made me do it. Literally, that is what's happening. People think that there is a physical war, that these elites or these white boys or whoever you want to put the blame on, it's not that. The blame is truly self. The fact that we have condemned our body and gave it away to these parasites. These elite folks know this. So they always are pushing out the junk food, pushing out things that make you lust, things to feed the energy of the parasite. The parasites are real. I know by doing parasitic cleanses, like taking these herbs and whatnot, you end up pooping them out, right? So they're in your poop. Once you start cleansing your body, you'll start seeing them come out. So, like I was saying about these certain parasites and things like that, that's what these elite are targeting. People are thinking that the elite are targeting races or cultures or people, when actually they are dancing with the parasites that are in all of us. They are making love to the parasites that are inside of all of us. They are forcing and pushing things out there in the system to make you eat what they want you to eat, which is feeding the parasites, since they know that the parasites are in everybody. So that is very important that people get that understanding. Because if we don't get that understanding, you won't know yourself. You can't cleanse your body. Cleansing the body has to deal with you eating your greens, okay? And we're not talking no BS greens. We ain't talking about no soul food type. I'm talking about like raw spinach, kale, things that really make a difference to the body. With all of that being said, once you figure out and you realize that all of this stuff is in you, all of this stuff is what these elite folk know and understand, we got to get with the program. The program is first changing what you eat. It is dire that we understand and we know and we change what we eat. Otherwise, these parasites take over your mental. Taking over your mental, breaks down the bones, breaks down your vessels, breaks down all of these different things that is in the body that your body can't fend off if you don't feed it right. If you're going to feed it junk, your mind state is going to be junk. You know what I'm saying? If you're not feeding, herbs, that's right. I'm reading y'all's comments at the same time. So by dealing with these certain parasites and understanding that that's what we have in us, we have to put our foot down. We got to heal ourselves on all levels. You can't be aware and conscious and of the knowing and still you are feeding yourself junk, feeding your mind junk. I know that I had a dream. I had talked about this dream on my night talk last night. And in my dream, this is how I get visions. The ancestors give me visions and they give me things that help me to make more sense out of things. So from my dream, someone was trying to put me on fire. They had threw a whole thing of gasoline on me and they was about to set me on fire. My behind in my dream ran. Don't nobody want to be caught up, burnt up and things and no fire. Don't nobody want to do all that. And I feel like even on that level, these elite folks play that fear on us by fearing the unknown, by fearing certain things like, these spot the fire and all this other stuff. At one point in time, our ancient ancestors were able to walk through certain fires, certain flames, certain things because of the mind. Once you change your mind, you strengthen your mind, you strengthen your body. You can't let your body and your desires and these parasites make you and force you be somebody who you are not. And that's what's wrong with a lot of us. From my dream, by me running away, I was running away from this, getting set on fire type thing in my dream. That is symbolism for me not being ready to change. Fire is an element of, you burning down something in order to recreate something. Like the phoenix, we rise from ashes, comes out this beautiful being. So from my dream, the vision that they was trying to share with me is I have to stop running. I have to stop running from what needs to happen, what needs to occur. I have to burn down the old me in order to recreate the new me. And that means literally burn down everything about the old me in order to recreate the new me. Where it comes with the people that you deal with, cut them off if they're serving you no purpose. When it comes to the foods that we eating, cut it off if it ain't serving you no purpose. Because you ain't doing nothing but feeding the aliens, the demons, the parasites that are literally in you. And these things can grow long in your intestinal system. There's been certain YouTube videos, and you can see there's certain YouTube videos where they are doing surgery and stuff on different people, and they're pulling out chunks, okay, of parasites, chunks of these quote unquote snakes, chunks of these things that we could have prevented. We over here scared of AIDS and scared of cancer and scared of all of these things because you have made that place in you. You've made that sickness in you by feeding the parasite. Okay? People be like, I didn't mean to do that, or this, that, and the third took over. Parasites literally take over the mind. It literally takes over your spirit because it's making the body do things that it wouldn't normally do. It's giving you those cravings. When you're craving sugar, craving salt, things that your spirit knows it doesn't need, but yet your body is craving it, you are feeding the parasite. Because the parasite is making you want this sugar. It's making you want things that you wouldn't normally do. Your spirit, your consciousness wouldn't normally do. So if you're feeding these things and then, wondering why changes aren't being made in your life. Like I said, the elite know what's going on in your body. They've been studying us for years. And I'm just saying people in general, not just Black folk. They have been studying people in general, cutting down, breaking people open, and seeing what makes people tick. They see these worms that are coming out of people. They know that these things exist. That's why they come up with these movies. Tell them to you straight into your face. These aliens that reside within you, taking over our bodies, but we just being deaf, dumb, and blind, right? So it's like we have to do better. I've been hearing all day long different ancestors in my head, right? Telling me, we have to get this word out. Each one teach one. We have to heal each other. There's a shift, y'all. I don't know if y'all feel it, but a lot of the times, the universe puts that feeling on us. Our subconscious mind knows that something's up. It's a shift. It's about to be a huge shift. And in order to deal with that shift, you have to reach within. There was just a blood moon, last week? I think the blood moon was was it Sunday? I think it was last Sunday. But what I'm saying is, the blood moon is significant for letting us know there's a huge shift coming. There's getting ready to be a huge energy transfer or, switch around. We have to dive into ourselves mentally so we can see what's about to go down. Because what's about to go down is, we're going to need to go back down to not ground zero per se, but being 100% who we are. Being able to fend for ourselves, growing gardens, sewing your clothes, being able to get back down to our roots. It's going to be that shift where we're going to have to do that. And if you ain't ready and you ain't prepared, you will be left behind. Okay? The world is trying to cleanse itself. The universe is trying to cleanse itself. So if you ain't ready and you ain't prepared, you will get left behind. Left behind because you should have been listening. You should have been listening to what the universe is trying to tell us. They're trying to prepare us. They've given us the blood moon. They're even speaking in codes through animals. They are, I don't know if y'all noticed, but like I've been noticing birds. Like I've been seeing a lot more birds than usual dead. I was walking and doing my little walks and whatnot, and I saw like 2 or 3 dead birds, and they're just, I'm like, that's, I see them more often, because it's something happening. We got to get with the shits, y'all. It's time to wake up our chakras, get our kundalinis together. Yeah, that's right, Jason. Yeah, I know, right? It's already started. So by it already starting, this is what I mean by the bigger shift is coming. Because this started, but the shift where everything is going to be shut down, where there's not going to be any more technology, that's on the way. It is on the way. And that's the universe and Earth cleansing herself of the foolishness. She's tired of it. She's tired of the stupidity. She's tired of things becoming extinct. Therefore, it's time to cleanse herself of the foolishness. The only way to do that is shutting down everything and getting back to our roots. People be like, they're running scared and all this other stuff. It ain't no need to be scared once you know what's happening. It ain't no need to fear your natural state. By fearing, that is what the elite want you to do. Then if you, by doing that fear and getting to that fear tactic and not knowing how to fend for yourself, that comes the purge. The purge will be coming, just like they do in the movies, or said in the movie, that by people running in fear, running in chaos, thinking that it's, the end of the world. The end of the world will never be the end of the world. That is a false claim, okay? It will never be the end of the world, the end of the earth. That's bullshit. It will always be here. Whether we die or not, it will still be here. So by the whole fear, and like I said, they are playing on our parasites in our bodies. So by playing on those parasites and playing on that fear, they want us to go causing chaos. They want us to attack each other. They want us to hate each other. They want us to disrespect each other in our races, our different cultures of people. They want that to happen, because if we kill ourselves off, we all are going to be running scared and looking for somebody to guide us. You don't need nobody to guide you but you. You know what I'm saying? We don't need leaders. We need to own up to our own responsibilities and change who we are. We need to change our bodies, cleanse our souls, get our spirits and our minds right. Otherwise, we will be going into the same rut, still having these, foolish folks trying to, trick us with the bullshit, leading the sheep to slaughter. So that's what I wanted to talk about these, parasites and stuff. Pretty much everything that you need to do for self is already within us. We have to cleanse from these parasites. Like I said, we got to get healthy. We got to get back on the ball, get our minds right. I'm looking at some of y'all's comments and stuff right quick. Yes, the universe is reacting to the sequences. Yeah, facts. Yes. I've been catching myself. The more I ground myself in earthing and moon bathing and my singing bowl and healing my chakras and doing things like that, the universe is talking more and more and more to me, telling me to get ready, telling me to those that I can heal and keep it moving. So I've been, working more on my herbs and learning more about herbs, because we're going to need them herbs, y'all. You're going to need them herbs. Being able to get on these raw diets and not even a diet, a lifestyle. Because we never had these ovens and stoves and all this other mess in our ancient era. And we were thriving. We were thriving because we already had a raw food lifestyle. We was already feeding our bodies what it needed to be fed. You know what I'm saying? We didn't really We started getting all of these parasites more and more by eating meat. These parasites are in these animals. It's in the milk. It's in the cheese. It's in the meat. It's in the eggs. It's in everything. And unless you're growing your own garden and you're doing this raw food, lifestyle, we are slowly but surely feeding parasites. I can't stress that enough. And again, for those who are just coming in, I'm referring to these parasites like roundworms, tapeworms, all these worms that are in the body in each and last one of us. Is there, messing with our mental, making us crave junk, making you crave, wanting to smoke, alcohol, people becoming sex addicts, stuff like that. Wasteful, being wasteful and stupid. You know what I mean? I also did a tarot reading today. I had to do a world tarot reading. I have the Isis Oracle deck, right? I actually have like 3 different decks. But for the 3 cards that were pulled, I have the Dark Mysteries. This is her. The Dark Mysteries. It says, the Dark Goddess calls you to her inner chambers, where she holds a test and gift for you. The test is your willingness to meet and release the fears within that have been secretly holding you back. The gift is freedom, peace, opportunity, prosperity in all its forms. Will you accept her call? Your time for deeper initiation is here. Like I said, this is a world tarot card reading, a world reading that I'm doing right now. So with this Dark Mysteries, it's like the universe is telling us that our prayers and things that we've asked for this peace, for this prosperity, for things to get back on its natural ground, it's happening. That's why the shift is here. It's happening because we're getting exactly what we asked for things to be different, right? So with the Dark Mysteries, we're being asked, are we ready for the call? Are we ready to get rid of our fears and actually hit the ground running on serious talk? The next card I got is the Portal of Light. That's this card right here. Portal of Light. It is only this physical reality that is bound by time and space. You are a conscious being on levels beyond the physical world. You are guided to work within powers beyond the confines of time and space. You will not become ungrounded through such spiritual work. You are not leaving your earthly connection behind. You are merely adding to it. With this being said, that portal of light that we all are looking for, all becoming awakening to, we are more than this physical body. These physical body move just like, when you say my car, that car ain't you, we just driving the vehicle. This body right here that y'all are looking at, this is not who I am. I am that portal of light, just like you are that portal of light. So in order to be serious, get ready for these changes and these shifts, we got to get our spiritual connection with that portal of light. It's time to shut fun down and stop getting sidetracked with these distractions. Get your behinds off of these TVs, these movies. Stop doing dumb stuff. We ain't got time to be arguing with your husband over stupid shit, okay? Let's just be real. We ain't got time to be getting sidetracked with, like I said, these race wars, these religion wars. We ain't got time for that. That was then. It's a shift. The shift is here. So now that we got past the BS, now it's time to hit the ground, and we got to start focusing on eating healthy, focusing on changing the system mentally, spiritually, doing spiritual work. Time to change it, because the matrix is about to get shut down. You know what I'm saying? The next card I got is the Lunar Queen. This card right here. The Lunar Queen deals with your emotions. Your emotions, being able to, pretty much the moon queen, the moon goddess, being able to slow your mind down enough to really focus and get what you need to get. So this one is, there's a deep feminine wisdom that recognizes the importance of cycles of rest and replenishment as essential to balance our actions of power and demonstration. You are asked to allow this replenishment for yourself now, trusting that you are in a cycle of creation that is about, trusting that you are in a cycle of creation that is about to shift into a new phase. Release and enjoy the process without having to control or force it. We're being told that we need to relax. Like all of this working hard and doing slave labor and BS like that. We got to lean back. All this work that we doing, work for us to be spiritually lost. It's time for us to lean back, take some us time, take some me time to get our minds right. Healing. That's what the Lunar Queen is referring to. So that is my world reading for today. You know, for everybody out there to get to see what has actually happened. The ancestors pointing these things out. So I hope that I made a lot of sense to y'all tonight. I'm going to be doing another video probably tomorrow night. I don't know. Tomorrow night, maybe the night after. I'll post it on my Facebook when I'm going to do it. Another thing that I wanted to say is that if you haven't already subscribed to my YouTube channel, you really should, because Facebook, I'm not going to be on Facebook too much more longer, because I feel like the more and deeper I get into this information and giving y'all the information, they're going to lock me out of my Facebook. So my YouTube channel is Minotione Spiritual Advisor. If anybody would like me to do their natal chart or do a tarot reading for them, I would love to do so. Y'all can just inbox me and whatever. That's part of my business that I do. I have a website, but I gotta check it. I think I gotta change some things on there. So yeah. Oh, and I have a book, y'all. My book is called Affairs of the Heart. It's a poetry book. You can find it on lulu.com. I would get it to you or go get it out of my closet, but it's on my page. So I would love for y'all to support and, you know, please purchase a copy. You know what I'm saying? Follow me on YouTube, subscribe. I have a lot more information coming. I hope y'all stay tuned and follow me, because it's a lot to be said in a short amount of time. Literally, short amount of time. Cleanse these parasites out of you. Kill them. Fast. Drink more water. Let go of the stupid stuff that is not serving any purpose, because it's time to go. We got to get to rolling. You know what I'm saying? I hope it has a good night tonight. Peace, love, and much respect. And with that being said, I'm going to say mwah, love y'all, and Ubuntu. I think did I close it?